All things unexplained.
Our instrumented vigil on the property began, in a fairly austere way. It was fairly straightforward, simple, nothing over the top. It was actually Thomas who installed the very first surveillance system on the property. And it's your standard, consumer grade CMOS detector based imaging, cameras, and these, by the way, were superior to the things that had been used previously, just because of the evolution of the technology. So something that a consumer could get their hands on, in that time frame, the 2017 time frame, was as good or better than the old CCD technology that had been used during the NIDS and BAS era. And so Thomas put those things out there, and immediately we started seeing very strange things happening, interference with the equipment. I won't take us too far down that rabbit hole unless you guys are interested in it. But what we've done is take an approach that is, as I like to say, led by the data. When we see things happening in the environment that warrant the deployment of more resources, the addition of more sophisticated equipment, we go ahead and commit to that. So we have expanded the network infrastructure, to include things like fiber optic or Ethernet over coax or Wi-Fi, mesh technology, so that we can put sensors out in the field. My very first test platform was whimsically named Satan, and some people smile at that. That was a nod to Brandon's often dark sense of humor. It meant sentinel assignment, telemetry, and notification. It was basically a system that I put together to monitor and make us aware of seismic and infrasonic, as well as electromagnetic signals, remotely. And we've just built, we've gone well beyond that scope to include things such as we've talked about, including radiation detectors, very sophisticated RF spectrum analyzers, you name it. And so it has grown and is continuing to grow.
All things unexplained.